Morning children, welcome to science class. Move to chapter 7. So what are you observing here? Suppose you go outside and observe, you can see only plants, small plants, big plants, huge trees, from small grass till big trees also you can observe. Not only some patches of green on the soil. So some have green leaves while some others have yellow leaves or colorful brownish reddish leaves. Some have red flowers, some have blue flowers. So you can see variety of flowers from small to huge flowers you can observe. We do see a variety of plants existing all around us. Not only around us, wherever you go, in all areas, variety of plants you can see. In the school ground, on the way to market, on the way to stadium, parks, everywhere. So let us know what are the kinds of plants and their parts. I'll ask you a question, children. When you look at a plant, what can you observe? Which is the most attractive part of a plant? You can see all the parts in this plant. Vinca, butterhoop, or any other plants. Take any other also. Mimosa, touch me not plant. When you touch it, it shrinks its leaves. So what part is attracting you here most? Okay, definitely this the flower which attracts you most because they are colorful in their color and also attractive in their shape. Okay, so let us study not only flower, the other parts of a plant. So based on the characters, most plants on their basis of types of leaves, basis of the stem, whether tender or can be bent or not, or thicker, the size of the plant, they are classified into three categories as herbs, shrubs and trees. So what are herbs? Here is a small plant. What is the size of the plant? It is comparatively smaller. When you try to bend the stem, see gently, it can bend because it is comparatively smooth. Whereas if you go and bend big trees, the stem cannot bend. So such small plants with the size smaller and the stem can bend gently are said to be herbs. So the plants with green and tender stems are called herbs. They are usually short and may not have many branches. They are very simple. They may not have any such branches. They have roots, stem and leaves and flowers and small other plants. So some plants develop branches near the base of stem. The stem is hard but not very thick. Such plants are called shrubs. For example, rose, hibiscus, daswala. Okay, such plants, rose, shrubs of rose. So such bushes you can go and see in the garden and observe the shrubs. They are bushy. Okay. So some plants are very tall and hard. They have hard and thick stem. The stems have branches to the upper part, much above the ground. So such plants are called trees. You know many trees? Mango tree, papaya tree, guava tree, tamarindus tree, hunse mara, and jackfruit tree, ಜಾಮೂನ್ ಟ್ರೀ, ನೀರ್ಲ ಹಣ್ಣು ಗಿಡ, ಹಲಸಿನ ಹಣ್ಣಿನ ಗಿಡ, you can observe and classify as trees very easily. So based on the above characters, these characters, we can classify the plants as herbs, shrubs and trees. And plants with weak stem cannot stand upright but spread on the ground. See, they can spread on the ground. They will not grow upward. They need some support. Otherwise, they will grow and spread on the land. So these are said to be creepers, balligulu, while those that take support and climb up are called climbers. Some plants which have small and weak stem, they take support of any big trees or any support and grow on them, are called climbers. So these are different from the herbs and shrubs and trees. Now what are the parts of a plant? Let us study one by one. You have studied in the lower classes itself. Parts of a plant are roots, stem, leaves, buds, flower, fruits and seeds, also parts of a plant. You also take a small plant and study their parts of a plant. Okay. Let's have an activity. Take a glass of water. In that, half water filled in it and put any color required, red or blue or brown color. Take a small plant of a soft stem and only separate the root from it and keep it inside this colored water. Then observe after 7 to 8 hours or 3 to 4 hours is sufficient. So if it is kept for a longer period, the color appears in the veins of the leaves, also the color of the water. So how the color is transported in the plant? So it is definitely, the transportation is carried by stem. So by this we are coming to know the stem transports the water and minerals to all the parts of the plant, from the roots to all the parts of a plant. So what are the other parts? Leaves. Leaves, you can see variety of leaves. Leaves are different from plant to plant. Some are heart shaped, some are lengthy oval shape, tapering. Take any mango leaf, they are lengthy and tapering. Jackfruit have the leaves tough and little bit rounder in shape or oval shape. So like this, leaves are varying from plant to plant. Where are the leaves of grass? What is, see the shape? It is tapering, lengthy. So what are the examples of lengthy and tapering leaves? We can observe in wheat, jowar, sugarcane and other such grasses also. Leaves are lengthy. And how are leaves attached to the stem? The leaves are attached to the stem by means of the part called as petiole. The broad green part of the leaf is lamina. So this is leaf attached to the stem by means of part called as petiole, and the broad part of the leaf is known as lamina. Okay, so these are the parts of a leaf, and let us get to know the leaf better by taking the impression. If you thought the leaves cannot sign, but here is an activity which will make you think again. So what is that? Take this leaf or any kind of leaf and keep it inside the pages in any notebook. So open any book and keep the leaves for more time, and when you close it for 2 to 3 days or keep any weight on it, you can see the impressions on the pages. What are those impressions? Impressions of leaves. What are those? The lines, you can see the lines on the pages. So these are the lines on the page of the leaves. They are called veins. You can see these lines very clearly. These are called main vein and side veins. You can see in all the leaves the veins. So arrangement of veins in the leaves is called venation. So the arrangement of leaves with their veins is called venation, and the middle one, you can see prominent line in the middle is the midrib. The design made by veins in the leaf is leaf venation. If this design is net-like in both sides of the midrib, the venation is reticulate. You can see in all these, the venation is network-like, like a network of veins. So this is called reticulate venation. Whereas in some plants the leaves are parallel to one another. That is called parallel venation. You can see in the grass, the venation is parallel. The veins are like this, tapering towards the end, from base towards the end. There is no network of the venation. This is called parallel venation. So you also observe the venation in as many as leaves you can without removing them from the plant. So what are the types of venation? There are two kinds. Reticulate. This is reticulate type, where is the network of veins, and parallel venation. What is the function of the leaf? What are the functions of leaves? So here is an activity to view the functions. We will require a herb, 2 transparent polythene bags and a thread. Okay. Enclose a leaf branch by a plant in a polythene cover and tie it with its mouth as shown in this picture. You can tightly close the leaves by means of a polythene bag cover, plastic cover. Then what you observe? Tie up the mouth of the another empty polythene cover and keep also in the sun. After few hours, observe the inner surface of the covers. What you can see? The polythene bag has drops of water. So where does it come from? The water comes out of leaves in the form of vapor by a process called transpiration. You can see the water drops from the leaves inside the polythene bag. So this coming of water from leaves, water comes out of leaves in the form of vapor by the process. What is that? Transpiration. Plants release a lot of water into the air through this process. Okay. Here is another activity. For that we would require a leaf, spirit and a beaker, test tube. It's a beaker and a test tube and iodine solution. Take a leaf in a test tube. There is a leaf in the test tube and pour spirit in to completely immerse the leaf. There is a spirit inside the test tube. Now place the test tube in the beaker half filled with water. Take half of the water in the beaker. Heat the beaker till all the green color from the leaf comes out into the spirit in the test tube. Take out the leaf carefully, wash it in water and place it in a watch glass. Remove the leaf from the spirit after boiling it and pour some iodine solution over it. What do you observe? Does that mean that the leaf has starch in it? Yes, when you tested food for presence of food or any different nutrients, you can observe it becomes purple, bluish. What it shows? It shows the presence of starch. Leaves prepare their food in the presence of sunlight, and a green colored substance called chlorophyll helps to prepare the food. So this process, for this they also use water and carbon dioxide present in the air. So this process of preparation of food in green plants by using chlorophyll, water and carbon dioxide in presence of sunlight is called photosynthesis. Oxygen is given out in the process to the atmosphere. The food prepared by the leaves ultimately gets stored in the different parts of the plant. So when you test it, you get concluded as the presence of starch, which is stored as the food is prepared and stored as starch. So let us study other parts of the plant in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.